I believe in order for a religion to survive, over time, it must evolve. In the same way, Zoroastrianism is dated around 4,000 years old. And over time, they had to learn to adapt to their surroundings, but never have they learned to adapt and evolve from their times.
I don't think that we should adapt as a religion. I think we should stick to our traditions and maintain what we've been doing for thousands of years and keep our culture alive and what our ancestors have fought for. We don't want to forget their sacrifices.
Zoroastrians have a very long and rich history. However, it's all fading away. You don't see a lot of people know who we are. You don't see a lot of people have been educated on the whole history of Zoroastrians and Parsis and how we originate from Iran and Persia. And it just goes to show how before we even have the chance to save ourselves, we are dying from existence.
Significance of our Navjot is a ceremony that is performed for people who are initiated into our culture, into our religion, and this usually happens at a really young age, around between 5 to 10 years old, and you're pretty much initiated into our religion by going through a certain amount of prayers, and you go through a massive ceremony which includes prayers performed by priests and dastujis, as we call them. And you have to drink a certain, let's just say, drink, a special drink that has been prayed upon by the priests, and it's been 100% purified, and it comes from a holy cow, and that purifies your body, and it is pretty much the start of your initiation into our religion.
To follow those traditions in a modern society is close to impossible. What is expected from you isn't very practical in the sense that you've grown up in a different society than these sort of traditions were made for.
We must encourage Parsis to marry within our faith, within our culture. So Parsis marrying Parsis, and we're trying to avoid marrying outsiders as well from other cultures, as that disrupts the flow of our religion. Once you marry an outsider, you're no longer considered a Parsi, and you cannot follow our traditions and our cultures and our values.
Cannot stick to our traditions in a modern society, and therefore we have to alter those beliefs. And I don't think it is disrespecting our ancestors' sacrifices. I think it is helping them live on and giving future generations the opportunity to practice this religion, and also give future generations the opportunity to learn about our ancestors' sacrifices.
We are slowly decreasing in our population size, and within a couple of years we might even cease to exist, and Zoroastrians might just be a memory.